Hey students, I hope that you are all doing well. It is the beginning of a week and you still need to be doing your independent reading while you are out. So I decided to do a book talk for you digitally, even though I cannot see you in person. So I'm going to be doing a book talk from a book that I was able to access on the online book system that I sent you. So if you have a book that you are currently reading, that is totally fine. You can keep reading that, or if you have finished your book and you have another book at your house that you would like to read, that's also totally fine. This is for anyone who has finished a book and you're stuck, you don't know what book to read next, or you truly do not have access to a book. You can go online and you can access e-versions of books. So to do that, you can go to www.destinydiscover.com, or you can just follow the link that I sent you in the instructions. When you log onto the page, it does give you some options of different topics of books if you do not know what kind of a book you would like to read next. Or there's also a search bar. If you have a particular author that you like, you can search for books by that author. You can search for particular titles to see if they have access to it. And then it will also ask you to log in. Your login should be the same as the way that you log in for anything with the school. So the same way that you log into school Chromebooks, to Schoology, to Office 365. But if you have struggles with that, please message me and I can help you out with that. So I clicked around on there a little bit and I did find several titles that I'm longtime favorites of. And so book talk that I'm going to be doing today is on The Hunger Games. If you have never read The Hunger Games, oh my goodness, you are missing out. And what better time to read The Hunger Games than when you are in a quarantine in a possibly apocalyptic situation? Because this is I'm just kidding about that. Just kidding. You're fine. You're going to be okay. This is a really fun dystopian story, and it's one of my favorites. So yeah, there's lots of adventure and all that great stuff with dystopian stories. A controlling government, a hero who fights the system and overthrows the system, and survival and all of that great stuff. But also there's a lot of really deep themes about like government and power and leadership and publicity and the media, and it's a lot deeper than just, hey, here's an exciting story. So I think that's one of the reasons why I love it so much. So when you click on the book, it is going to take you to pages, and you can do this on your phone or on the computer, by the way. I'm doing it on the computer, but you can do it on your phone. It's going to take you to pages that look like the pages of the book. Okay, so, it looks like almost if you would open up The Hunger Games, what it would look like. There are left and right scroll pages. So I'm going to be reading to you from near the beginning of the story, so you can just get a feel for what the narrator, Katniss, the main character, the hero, is like. It's narrated from her perspective. I swing my legs off the bed and slide into my hunting boots, supple leather that has molded to my feet. I pull on trousers, a shirt, tuck my long dark braid into a cap, and grab my forage bag. On the table, under a wooden bowl to protect it from hungry rats and cats alike, sits a perfect little goat cheese wrapped in basil leaves, Prim's gift to me on reaping day. I put the cheese carefully in my pocket as I slip outside. Our part of District 12, named The Seam, is usually crawling with coal miners heading out to the morning shift at this hour. Men and women with hunched shoulders, swollen knuckles, many who have long since stopped trying to scrub the coal dust out of their broken nails, the lines of their sunken faces. But today, the black cinder streets are empty. Shutters on the squat, gray houses are closed. The reaping isn't until 2. May as well sleep in, if you can. Our house is almost at the edge of the seam. I only have to pass a few gates to reach the scruffy field called the meadow. Separating the meadow from the woods, in fact, enclosing all of District 12, is a high chain-link fence topped with barbed wire loops. In theory, it's supposed to be electrified 24 hours a day as a deterrent to the predators that live in the woods. Packs of wild dogs, lone cougars, bears that used to threaten our streets. But since we're lucky to get 2 or 3 hours of electricity in the evenings, it's usually safe to touch. Even so, I always take a moment to listen carefully for the hum that means the fence is live. Right now, it's as silent as a stone. Concealed by a clump of bushes, I flatten out on my belly and slide under a 2-foot stretch that's been loose for years. There are several other weak spots in the fence, but this one is so close to home, I almost always enter the woods here. As soon as I'm in the trees, I retrieve a bow and a sheath of arrows from a hollow log. Electrified or not, the fence has been successful at keeping the flesh eaters out of District 12. Inside the woods, they roam freely, and there are added concerns like venomous snakes, rabid animals, and no real paths to follow. But there's also food if you know how to find it. My father knew, and he taught me some before he was blown to bits in a mine explosion. There was nothing even to bury. I was 11 then. 5 years later, I still wake up screaming for him to run. All right, so if you have not ever read The Hunger Games or seen what happens to Katniss in this dystopian novel as she takes on the Hunger Games and then also the Capitol, you should really check this one out. All right, stay safe. Continue, please, 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 to message me if you have any questions, and I will hopefully see you guys sooner rather than later. All right, bye.